Everybody's always suspected, and I truly do believe Charleston White ain't nothing but a Fed informant.
Look at Charleston White's head.
Snitch.
He's been under fire a lot on the low. He's not really getting away with as many of his antics as he has in the past.
Jaguar Wright leaks live evidence of Charleston White. Being a Fed for years, people have whispered, speculated, and side-eyed Charleston White, wondering how he keeps dodging real prison time while everyone around him gets locked up. His name stays in the headlines. His rap sheet keeps growing, yet somehow he always seems to walk away untouched. But now, Jaguar Wright is straight up exposing him, claiming he's nothing but a federal informant working from the inside to take down others. And the crazy part? The evidence is piling up, and the receipts are getting harder to ignore. Charleston has built his entire persona around talking reckless, calling people out, and pushing boundaries. But the one thing he never talks about?
You know what, up until now, from Dewberry, all of them, he'd been sitting around talking about how everybody went to prison except for him. He only went to juvie, he never went to prison. You've been doing all this bragging all these years, maybe you'll finally get that experience.
What about use?
No
Drug use, not even.
Yeah, I smoke marijuana.
You ever smoke in the car? That little guy?
Yeah,
that's it.
How he keeps slipping through the cracks of the justice system. People in the streets don't trust it, and Jaguar Wright is saying what everyone's been afraid to say out loud. She's connecting the dots, exposing his suspicious connections, and questioning why he's never taken a real fall. Think about it. Every single time Charleston is arrested, he's back online within days. No long trials, no real punishment, just business as usual. And it's not like his charges have been light. Weapons charges, animal cruelty, violent threats. Yet somehow it never sticks. And now, people are done turning a blind eye. Let's break this all the way down because it's getting real ugly real fast. Charleston White has always bragged about never doing hard time, even though plenty of people in his circle have ended up behind bars. He's made a career out of stirring up drama, picking fights, and talking reckless. But every time the heat gets turned up, he walks free like nothing happened. Sounds suspicious? You're not alone. Jaguar Wright just put him on full blast, saying what the streets have been thinking for years. She called him out for always pointing fingers, calling other people snitches, while conveniently avoiding serious jail time himself. And she's got a point. Charleston's rap sheet is long, yet somehow, he's always back online within days, running his mouth like nothing happened.
Oh, he talking about, and they say Boosie on Twitter talking about me. Lucky I ain't got no Twitter account, cause I want to fight now, Boosie.
You know what I told him? 25. Me and Lil Woody. You want me and Lil Woody? I told him 25,000. Without Lil Woody, 15,000.
No problem. Everybody coming to see Tippy Toe Tippy.
Shit, that boy minus just went up because of this.
I'll fight Boosie and T.I. the same day. I'll fight T.I. the first fight, kick his, go back to the locker room.
But here's where things get even shadier. Charleston's entire persona is built on exposing people, stirring up chaos, and throwing out accusations. Yet the moment things get too real, he somehow slips through the cracks. How is that possible? Because real street dudes don't get that kind of pass. Jaguar Wright laid it out plain and simple. Charleston has every reason to cooperate with authorities because it keeps him protected. Think about it. Why would someone with his track record never face real consequences? He's been out here pushing the limits, getting into legal trouble left and right, but always bouncing back like it's nothing. That's not just luck, that's a pattern. And now, people are waking up. The whispers about Charleston being a Fed aren't just rumors anymore. They're backed by years of questionable behavior. And when even the biggest names in the game don't want anything to do with him, you know something ain't right. And let's talk about his recent arrests. Back in October, Charleston got picked up for animal cruelty and a weapons charge. Then, in December 2023, he was hit with another charge, this time for pepper spraying a cat and pulling a gun on 2 men. And just a few weeks ago, he was locked up again, this time for using a deadly weapon. But guess what? He was back on the streets in record time. Most people with a track record like his would be sitting behind bars for years, but not Charleston. And that's why people are finally connecting the dots. Is Charleston White a Fed? Jaguar Wright seems to think so, and she's not alone. Even Boozy is keeping his distance, refusing to work with him after Charleston threatened to call the cops on him over a drama with a Memphis show promoter. And you already know, in hip-hop culture, calling the cops is the ultimate betrayal. Charleston didn't just call them, he bragged about it online. That's why Boozy was like, "Nah, I'm good." But it gets even worse. Remember when Charleston went off on Lil Woody for allegedly snitching on Young Thug? He had so much to say, acting like he was the ultimate street dude. But now, the same label is being put on AIM. Charleston has always been real vocal about being pro-snitching. In fact, in multiple interviews, he has openly admitted to stirring up drama and involving law enforcement whenever it benefits him. And when you mix that with his suspiciously short jail stays, it's not hard to see why people are calling him out. And if all this wasn't enough, Charleston White's connection with T.I. just made things even messier. Y'all remember when T.I. admitted to pinning a gun charge on his late cousin to avoid jail time? That confession had a lot of people questioning his street credibility. Even Boozy canceled their joint album because of it. So when Charleston White started hanging around T.I.,
Everybody's always suspected, and I truly do believe Charleston White ain't nothing but a Fed informant.
Through Charleston White's head.
Snitch.
He's been under fire a lot on the low. He's not really getting away with as many of his antics as he has in the past.
people started raising their eyebrows even more. At this point, the streets are talking and the evidence is stacking up. Between Jaguar Wright's claims, Charleston's quick jail releases, and his sketchy behavior, it's no wonder people believe he's working with the feds. Even Boozy and other big names are keeping their distance. So now the real question is Charleston White really a Fed? Or is this just internet speculation? And if he's not, then why does he keep walking free when his charges keep getting worse? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.